Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, May 6th, and we are going to be talking about summer games. This will be pre-recorded and you can watch it anytime. This should cover all the information that you should need for summer games. If you do have any questions, you can obviously call me or email me or Jessica. We will start with the summer games schedule. It's going to look a lot like it has in the past with a couple changes. But starting off with Wednesday, May 15th, we are going to have the barbecue, the same one that we've had the last couple of years, and that'll run from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Give your athletes a chance to eat, athletes, coaches, unified partners, whoever, in their off time between their volleyball games. The volleyball schedule is up in the coaches portal. We will start at 5 p.m. Last game's ending about 8:45. We will have a coaches meeting about 4:45 prior to the first games. Also on the website in the volleyball section is our supplemental rules that are unique to Special Olympics Nebraska. So that will tell you that we are playing the best 2 out of 3 sets, starting at 7 for the first 2 sets, going to 25. If we do need a third set, that one starts at 0 and it will go to 15. Again, feel free to print that off in case you need a copy of that. There will also be a few extra copies upstairs around where the parents generally hang out, along with some schedules up there to help everyone understand what time their teams are playing. After the games, like I said, they should end up about 8:45. We will have a coaches meeting down in Dagelman's dorm downstairs where we've had the last 2 years, and that'll start at 9 o'clock. Nate and myself will be there. We will also get someone from Meals and Housing down there in case you have any questions. I should back up a little bit. You can start picking up your packets Wednesday, 12 o'clock at the Dagelman dorm, same place we've had before, in the little mailroom just to the right. We'll be using Dagelman and Swanson. I know many of you have signed up for housing. That's where you will get your packets and all your information for meals and things like that. We will have later today, hopefully posted a packet pickup placement. So wherever you want to get your packet, if you're not coming to the dorms and you want to pick it up at swimming or track, those will be options on there as they have been in the past. So please look for that and let us know where you want to pick up your packet if you're not going to get it at the dorms. Moving on to Thursday, again, you can pick up your packet there at the dorms, or it would be at Common Ground. We will start swimming practice at 8 a.m. with competition beginning at 9 a.m. That is for traditional swimming out at Common Ground. The heat sheets are up on the web right now. I will be putting together a condensed meet manager heat sheet, which is about 4 pages long with about 3 columns that will have all the information. I'll get that up hopefully mid-week. If not, then hopefully by Friday, which you can then print that off or give that to your parents, have your parents print them off, whatever you need, and that will give you the order of events as well and let you know who is swimming when. If you see a highlighted swimmer on any of those sheets, it's just an indication that they have 2 heats very close to each other. I did my best to go through all of them and spread them out as far as I could in those divisions or in those specific races, so they weren't swimming literally back to back. I tried to give them at least a little bit of rest, but it's probably best not to have them go to awards and then you have to get found again. I would send them right back to staging if you can to get them back in the water. As I said, aquatics will start at 9 a.m. for the actual race. We should be done by 2:30, 3 o'clock. Also on that day, we have gymnastics at Cahoy's gym, and that is slated to go from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Again, Cahoy's is where we've been at least for the last 10 years since I've been here, so no change there. Level A athletics also on Thursday. That's going to take place in the Kiewit Fitness Center on the campus of Creighton, and I had that slated from 10 a.m. to about 11:30. So again, that would be on campus. As far as meals for aquatics, that day we will have Jersey Mike's brought out to us. So we're asking them to box them up into different delegations. So if you could please be patient with us and give us time to get those separated when they get there. My anticipation is 10:45, 11 is what we'd like them to get there. Our sandwiches there at that time. We'll see. So it's a lot of sandwiches for them to get there. So we'll see if they can meet that time slot. But that's what we're shooting for, is the 10:45, 11 a.m. ish time. But we will let you know. We'll make an announcement when the meals arrive. We will have concessions open at Common Grounds though as well throughout the day. Okay, opening ceremonies. This has been moved up a little bit. Traditionally, we've done our lineup a little later. This year, we are asking teams to be ready to be lined up and parade in at 5:15 is when we're lining them up. So we're kind of moving that up to try and give the band a little more time to play and for us to get some more time dancing throughout the night. But the nice thing is we're also ending a little earlier. We'll be done at 8:30. So if you are taking the bus over to the Rasmussen Center, we will pick up at 24th and Cass, where we had the last couple of years. Again, please be there by 5:15. That's when we like to do the lineup. We're going to go till 8:30, and then we'll bus the athletes back over to the dorms. Then we'll have a coaches meeting at 9 p.m., which is about an hour earlier than we have traditionally had it. So trying to give us a little bit of time back at the end of the night. And I have asked Creighton to open their cafeteria earlier, 3:45, so that the athletes can get some food in them before they head over to opening. So we have the times for the meals, and I'll go over those in a little bit, but you should have seen them when you did the meal sign up. Speaking of meal sign up, that closes Wednesday the 8th. So the housing would have closed on Friday. If you needed a place to stay in the dorms, I hope you would have gotten to us by now. That is already closed. If for some reason you didn't, please reach out to us immediately because we are already filling those rooms up. Moving on to Friday, again, we'll have a packet placement pickup. And so if you haven't picked up your packet yet, you could always pick them up at field events that night. But we will have healthy athletes in the Scott Student Center and the Kiewit Fitness Center from 8:30 to 12:30. So plenty of time to get your athletes through there. Level A aquatics will be out at the Kroc Center from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Again, if you sign up for meals, they will be delivered out there. And then we are going to have our field events out at Omaha Northwest High School, same place we've had the last couple of years, with check-in at 5 p.m., starting at 6 p.m. And we will do like we've traditionally done in the past, where we start the males and females on different parts of the field. So the men will do the field events first, the women will do the longer walks. This schedule is up on the website as well. We will start at 6 p.m. with that. The order of events for the women's walks, while the men are doing the field events, the women will do the 800, the 200, then the 400. We're going to start that at 6 p.m. for the 800 walk. We're also going to do the unified 100-meter run. And then later on in the night, we will do the unified 4x100 relay. So the unified 100 run and the relay will both be done during the women's walks. So we will kind of divide up the women's walks with those split in between them. Approximately 7 o'clock is when we will do our switch. And then the women will head down to the field events. The men will come up and they will do the long walks. Their order of events is a little bit different. It's the 200, the 800, and then the 400. If you are in the unified team competition, once you are done with the 4x100 relay, please head over to the long jump pit and you will compete in your final event there, which is the team long jump. Once that is over, you will have completed the 100, the relay, and the long jump. Then you will head to awards and you will be awarded as a group at that point. Since it is a team competition, it is not individual events. If you have athletes that are scheduled to do multiple field events, as usual, we have done our best to schedule those athletes going to one event first and then the other. So there's a field events schedule sheet on the web with those specific athletes, telling the coach which one to head to first, which divisions they're in, can be found in their heat sheet, but it will have the athlete's name and then what event to send them to first and then the second one. Again, much like swimming, since this is kind of close, I would not have them head over to awards. I would have them head over to their next event and then to awards after that, just to make sure they're not missing anything, getting scratched or being held up, anything like that. You can also see the pits in which you should be taking the athletes to per their division. For softball throw, we have 5 pits. Running long jump, we have 2, mini jab 2, shot put 2, standing long jump 1. So again, check out the coaches portal. All the stuff I'm going over right now is already posted on there, so you can print it off and take a look at it if you have any questions. Friday night, we should be done by 9:30, probably 9 o'clock, unless something holds us up. And then we'll have our coaches meeting if necessary right after that. I have it slated for 9:30. We will discuss that Thursday night if we feel we still need a coaches meeting Friday, or if we can go over everything that we need to. Saturday morning is when we run into our track competition. Please check in by 8. At 8:30, if you have any of the runners in the 1500, the 3000, or the 5000, that would be, I believe we have 8 of those 8 runners. Please have them head over to staging, and I'm going to start that race at 8:30 so that it should end right about 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., we will go into our young athletes 50-meter run. When they're done with that, we will then start our 50-meter walks and runs. Their schedule is posted on the website like everything else. We will start with the 50-meter walk and then go to the 50-meter wheelchair and then the 50-meter run. And you can see the rest of the schedule on there on the website. We should be done around 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock on that Saturday. And then at that time, you would then head back to your dorms or wherever, and we will do our closing ceremonies at 6 p.m. So that'll be our plated dinner in the Scott Ballroom. If you've signed up for that, we will have bracelets, wristbands for you guys to get into that. And again, the registration for that closes on Wednesday, the 8th. Per usual, we will try to accommodate our athletes, coaches first, and then if there are guests, such as parents or anyone else that wants to come, we cannot always guarantee them a spot because it does fill up sometimes. It looks like we're having a pretty high volume of numbers this year, which is a good problem to have. We'll talk to Creighton about the max number of people we can get into that room. Then starting at 7 o'clock will be the victory dance until 9 o'clock. So we get 2 hours of that. And then we'll do lights out at 11 and we will check out Sunday morning. If you had any special requests on your registration for housing, you should have put that on your forms that you filled out. There was a spot for that. We will do our best to accommodate all of those. Same with meals. If you signed up for a vegetarian meal or a gluten-free meal, our goal is to have a little card in your coach's packet that you would place on the table in front of that athlete, since the waiters and waitresses won't know which table or which place to have that delivered to. So if you can drop that on the table where you want it, they will accommodate that when they hand out the meals on that Saturday night. Again, all this should already be on the web, so you can find everything I'm talking about if you have any questions. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, actually there is. So once again, like last year, we thought it went really well with our field events, having a Special Olympics staff at each of them to help answer any questions or or facilitate anything. So that's our goal this year is we will try to have at least one Special Olympics staff at each of the field events to try and help keep things moving along and answer any questions that you guys might have. Yep, nothing else I can see here for summer games. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Jessica, myself. If it's a volunteer question, Taylor, Nate is always available as well. Email is probably the best for me, just so I can go back if I need to research something. I can find an athlete's name or something like that. That's better than a text or a phone call. I'm not always around my phone or in the office. So that's it. If you have any questions, again, reach out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in about a week. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.